We are underway from the Swanee Sports Academy Championship Bracket game. Joel Hillsman, Jonathan Hemingway here with you. It is the PSB Tipoff Classic. This one is a matchup between the nation. They are all in white, taking on the Tennessee Xtreme. And the young lady with the basketball who just passed it, number 3, Jasmine Massengill, had her a fine day on Friday during the exhibition portion and was right here on SUVtv. Here's a turnover, and here they come, the nation, Elizabeth Scott. They dump it down in low, spinning and turning, shot up, rolls in, it is good. Massengill works with it now, swings it over on the left side. Ryan Howard puts it on the floor. She kicks it back to Massengill. Massengill wanted to attack, so she pulls a long 3. It is no good. And rebound comes off to the nation. And here they come in transition. Nyla Green. Green's pass is going to go wide. She was going for Kennedy Tucker. It'll be a turnover for the nation as we play just over a minute here in the first half.
Joel, this is a special treat here on Championship Sunday. We are watching 2 of the up-and-coming teams in the nation. No pun intended. The nation out of the Texas area features Nia Green. You mentioned her name just a moment ago. Already being hailed as one of the top prospects in the country in her class. We'll see her skill set on full display here today. But the team as a whole, they only go 6 deep, but every one of these kids, very skilled, very talented, and we're going to be hearing their names for years to come. On the other end, you already mentioned Jasmine Massengill, Elizabeth Blagman, and also Ryan Howard. This team as well, underneath the Tennessee Xtreme umbrella, the program out of the Chattanooga area, is featuring some of the most talented players in the Southeast region, all class of, well, many are class of 2018, others 2017, whereas the nation has mainly 2019 prospects. So we are getting a glimpse into the future.
Inbound, and now Tennessee going to take it away, and here comes an easy layup. Massengill with the score, Ballingun gave it over to Massengill, and that's the first field goal. It's 4-2. 2 minutes gone here by in the first half. And a steal. Ryan Howard got her hands in there, steals it, gets it up ahead. There's Massengill again, dumps it back out to Ballingun. A long 3 by Amber Hunt off the iron. She got her own rebound. Hunt drives, kicks it back over to Massengill. Massengill left hand, gonna float up off the window. No. Short rebound is gonna come down to the nation. The nation all in white, and the numbers are basically in white. Trimmed in just a little bit of blue.
Hey, we don't want no calls. Just play hard. We don't want no calls. Just play hard.
Elizabeth Scott, Nia Green, Kennedy Tucker, Sydney Hardiman, and Timi Alo on the floor for the nation. There's Scott. Scott puts it on the floor. The trap comes. Shot in the passing lane. Now they bend it around the horn. There's a long 3. Hardiman. It is no good off the iron. They force it and get it tipped back. There's Green. Green stopped her dribble and then picks it up. Hardiman swings it over to Tucker. Kennedy Tucker with the dribble. She's being worked on by Howard. Left hand dribble. Trying to go around the screen. Stop. Pull up. Jumper. Tucker off the back iron. No good. Got the rebound. Floating down the lane. It's up and in good.
Way to follow your shot right there by Kennedy Tucker. 5'10", 2019 out of Little Rock, Arkansas. Speaking to our international director of scouting, Kyle Moore, on Friday. He pointed Tucker out and said, watch for this kid. She could be the next great point guard to come out of the Arkansas area, the last great point guard to come out of that area, Tyler Scaife, who plays at Rutgers presently.
Elizabeth Scott with a fast break layup right there. And a timeout has been called, 6-4, 12:24 to go. And the Xtreme, the Tennessee Xtreme, calling a timeout as the Nation, as you mentioned, they only go 6 deep. On a little run now, they go up 6-4.
Well, it appeared that Tennessee Xtreme was going to get out to a big lead because they were capitalizing on many of the turnovers that the Nation had been committing. Tables turn, momentum changes, and all of a sudden, the Nation has a 6-4 lead.
Yep, they do, and the timeout was called there. Keisha Hunt, the head coach of the Tennessee Xtreme 10th grade team. And then for the Nation, of course, the head coach is Quentin Green. PSB Tip-Off Classic, the live period, and we've mentioned it a lot in the broadcast. The baseline full of college coaches, a who's who of logos from as far away as everywhere. FAMU, LSU, Southern Cal, Stanford, Florida Atlantic. Saw some Pitt earlier. Alabama's been here most of the day. Nikki Caldwell of LSU has been here most of the day. Joni Crenshaw, the new coach at Georgia, has been here most of the day. There's a steal right there in the middle. They take it away. Good steal there from the Nation coming out of the timeout. Gonna go layup. It rolled around. No. Massengill's gonna get the rebound. She gets it up ahead now to Juliet Esau. Esau going all the way. Layup good. She's into the scorebook now. Off the bench and into the scorebook. 6 feet out of Hamilton height.
I like what I've been seeing out of Esau. You see her there in transition. I caught a glimpse of her game yesterday. She was posting hard, rebounded, scoring in the paint.
Long three is off the front iron. No. They get the rebound and throw it away. Here's comes Jasmine. Jasmine Massengill into the forecourt. Left-hand dribble, gives it down to Howard. Howard kicks it in the corner. Amber Hunt, a corner three, back on. Long rebound comes to Massengill. She's in the lane. Nice pass off to Esau. Esau up, no, up, back it up and in. Ryan Howard good.
I tell you, what an opportunity for these young ladies to come out here and play against such elite competition. And when you look along the baseline, you got Georgia, Baylor, LSU, Alabama, amongst the others, all watching. Joe, I wish I had that opportunity when I was a young kid.
I was talking about that the other day with a couple of friends. I'm like, do you realize where the level of the ball is at now, and where, if it was where it is now when we were coming up, man, it'd be great.
Well, I'm not so sure I would have earned any money. But given my skill set and my lack of ability to guard any point guards, so.
Nice pass. Scott with a nice finish off of that dime. Elizabeth Scott now with 4 points. I just think still, though, the experience, man. You're getting to play the best of the best across the country, getting to see part early travel. I just love it. That, or either I have a serious basketball addiction, which I do have and have admitted for 34 years. Driving down the lane, the shot is going to be blocked as she goes down. That was Balgion on the drive.
It's the old adage of, you know, exposure or be exposed, you know, so to speak. And it's no accident that these coaches are here. They know that these kids are talented. The coaches follow the talent, you know, from event to event, and that's really the secret. And you know, if you're going to be recruited, it's not so much about, you know, being seen. It is about being seen, but at the same time, you got to have the talent to be able to back it up.
Exactly right. Elizabeth Balagon, free throw is good. She made them both. She's lived at the line right now. All 4 points have came from the line, and they take a 10-8 lead on the Nation.
You know, we talk a lot about Massengill and her skill set, but Blagman, I tell you what, there's a lot to like about her. You know, wing, athletic, long arms, showing very well here today.
Three-pointer is no good by Nia Green. Checking in now is Maria Jones for the Nation. Here comes Massengill. Massengill to Balagon. Balagon, a long three off, no good. Rebound, kick back to Esau. Back out, Massengill. Head of the key, a long three, banked it home. Banking hours on a Sunday in Georgia.
And she kind of turned around and said, oh, goodness. She wasn't real happy with it, but I know that she'll take the points.
Oh, yeah, she didn't call it either. And sometimes, hey, if you get the roll or you get the shot, it doesn't hurt. They kick it around. There's a long three by Kennedy Tucker. Front iron, no good. Rebound by Scott. Scott up, left hand layup. It's no good. They tip and fight for it, and here comes Elizabeth with it. Balagon up ahead to Massengill. Massengill feeding the break down for Howard. Unable to get it. Massengill saves it. Massengill gonna drive. There's Esau, pump fake. Hard dribble, got it blocked. Shot blocked. The Nation try to keep it in, and that is out of bounds, and it will stay down here with the Tennessee Xtreme.
We mentioned it on the previous broadcast, but Jasmine Massengill, as she runs off the court here, number 3 in black, such a dynamic scorer and slasher. But one of the things that you've got to talk about with her is her willingness to pass and share the basketball. We've seen it with previous elite prospects already on the broadcast today. We saw Ace Koenig and her willingness to share the ball, get others involved. We saw Akia Harris in the opening championship matchup. All of these kids can score, but are they willing to involve and make their teammates better? Massengill definitely gets a check mark in that area.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that we talked about when we saw her on Friday. I know you opened it up saying, okay, will we see her from the point or the two?
Yeah.
I think she handled the ball very well there on Saturday. On Friday, but now here in the championship setting, tougher competition. I'm interested to see how she performs.
Sure.
Maria Bardiva, our Russian national team member, has checked in number 8 in black for the Tennessee Xtreme. Inbounded back as well as Sonaria White. She's in. There goes Bardiva. Bardiva sweeping across the lane. Shot is up, no good. They tip and fight for the rebound. The Nation comes away with it. Pushing it in transition. All the way up Tucker. Tucker on the layup. Good.
Good transition basketball right there, and a good finish by Allo.
Allo with the finish. Tucker set it up. And coming back, the Xtreme get a hoop. It's 15-10.
Sonara White, the southpaw, knocking the jumper down on the break.
And a traveling violation, traveling. As Naya was hit with the travel down in the paint. So the Xtreme now will inbound it. Balagon gives it over to Ron Howard. And another thing that we talked about with this team, the length of this team, this Tennessee Xtreme team. White dribbles, now hands it off. Rachel Sander is into the contest. Now down the lane, there's a jump shot by Howard off front iron. They tip, fight for it. The Nation is going to come away with the rebound. She stopped the dribble. Someone has to come back up and help, and now here she is, come Maria Jones. Jones all the way, bounce, kick. It'll be side out of bounds.
It was a good idea. It was a good pass. It just gets kicked right there. You mentioned the length of the Tennessee Xtreme, and when you have, Massengill and Blagman and Howard all in the backcourt, can make for some pretty difficult times, but let's not forget about the length of the Nation either, as number 24, Allo, gets the bucket off of the inbounds. Nia Green, as a shooting guard, every bit of, 6'1" in the backcourt. Kennedy Tucker, 5'10". So those girls match up very well with this Tennessee Xtreme team.
Yep, Rachel Sander is also in. She passes it off to Massengill. Massengill now swings it on the left side. There's Sonara White, the jumper. It's no good. Rebound put back by Sander. No. Tip, fight for it, and the Nation is going to come away with it. Long lead pass up ahead. Here comes Scott. Scott all the way. Good defensive effort. A foul by Massengill, but she was not going to allow the easy transition bucket. Free throw is no good by Elizabeth Scott. And Hemi made mention of it. They only go 6 deep. But they're playing for a championship. So obviously they've got something figured out with that rotation. Scott hits the second free throw.
Sometimes it's not quantity. Sometimes it's quality.
All the way live. 7:35 to go. Less than that. 15-14. The Xtreme in black leading the Nation in white. Here's Massengill. Jazz Massengill gets it to Amber Hunt. Hunt out high. Gives it over to Hyatt. Ryan Howard puts it on the floor now, gives it to Bardiva. Bardiva going to dump it down low to Hunt. Hunt back to the basket, spinning off the glass. Good, Amber Hunt.
Let me tell you something. I like Hunt's game. had a chance to watch her at the Riverdale Play Day back in November. And she's a kid that's productive. You saw her swing it, dive to the post, and then she was calling for it, with the hand.
And there's a steal. Howard forced that steal. Massengill bounces it off to White. White shot is up, no good. Long rebound comes out to Massengill in the left corner. Kicks it back to Hunt. Hunt puts it on the floor. Nimble footwork. Girls up shot got blocked up out of there. Allo blocked it. It's out of bounds, and it'll be with the Xtreme with 6:45 to go, leading by 3.
Well, Hunt just got a taste of that nation length right there. That's a play that she can make. The shot fake, little runner in the lane, but doing it at the high school level versus 5'7" and 5'8" kids versus the nation where everybody's 6 foot plus is a little different.
Hunt jumper, good. I like this Amber Hunt too. Very nimble, 5'8", Hamilton Heights.
Productive kid. She's going to make shots. You give her a clean look like that, she's going to knock it down.
Sure is. Here goes Hardiman. Sydney Hardiman dumps it off on the left to Scott. Scott between the legs. Good defensive pressure from White. Gives it inside Allo. Allo goes up. Shot counted. And the foul. Timmy Allo.
Speaking of productive, Timmy Allo has shown incredible productivity here in the first 10 minutes of this game. Scoring on the break and now scoring on the interior, drawing the foul. Opportunity for a three-point play.
Alloy's free throw is good. She got the three-point play, and she is racking it up. She has 9 points already. Massengill will walk it into the forecourt now. Massengill with the right-hand dribble kicks it over to White. Looking for a screen from Esau. Gets it. Goes around the screen. White stops. Jumper high. Off the back iron. Heel of the rim. No good. Here comes Scott with the rebound. Elizabeth Scott gives it up. And here comes Kennedy Tucker. Tucker into the forecourt now, swings it over to the left side to Hardiman. Hardiman being worked on by Hunt. There's a pass, the ball pops out, gonna be a turnover. Esau picks it up. She gets it up ahead to Balogun. Balogun gonna go all the way on the break. Layup, took the contact and scored.
What savvy right there by Blagden to be able to get her body into it and kind of extend her arms just a little bit. I mean, that's IQ well beyond her years.
And has nice length at 6'1". Scott holds, they kick it back out high to Tucker. Now Tucker goes back to Scott. Trying to work a little two-man game there. It's not gonna work. So Kennedy goes all the way. Kennedy missed it. A sweeping move, but she missed the layup. Here comes Massengill. Massengill coming back this way. The crossover dribble, sweeping across the lane, shot up and in, good by Jasmine Massengill. Jones to Scott. Scott in the left corner. Going in his left corner, and the Xtreme have been trapping him, but Scott broke the trap and scored. Elizabeth Scott, she's got 7.
Like Scott, like a frame, good skill. You see in her ability to be able to finish with either hand. And it's one thing to be able to finish with either hand, and it's another thing to be able to finish with your left hand on the move.
Massengill, a long three, back iron, no good. 23-19 with 4.5 to go. Here's Jones with the left-hand dribble. Jones being trapped by Hunt and Balogun. And Balogun with the steal, tried to throw it off for him and get out of bounds. Elizabeth got that steal. Gives it up ahead to Sonara White. White on the left wing. White now will bring it back out for the Xtreme. She gives it to Balogun. Balogun now on the left wing. Being picked up by Jones. Steps into a three. Short front iron. Rebound to White. She sticks it right back up and in good. Sonara White with her second field goal of the game. Under 4 minutes to go, 25-19. Give it to Scott. Elizabeth Scott holds it. They run their offense. Long three, Jones, good. Maria Jones with a three out of this corner. Maria Jones, 5'7" out of Santa Fe Edmond. Massengill into the full court. Been in command of the game so far today. She's got 7 points. 3:20 less than that now. 25-22, three-point ball game. Massengill working on the right side. Kicks it out to the hit to Esau. Esau way out high. No guard coming to help her. So now Massengill gets it as we come up on 3 minutes to go. Massengill now calls out another play. Coach Hunt looking on from the side. They give it to Balogun. Balogun with the left-hand dribble. Stop, shoots into a three. Good. Elizabeth Balogun, her first three ball of the game. Under 3 minutes, under 2:50 technically. The lead pushes out to 6 now, 28-22. Jones to Scott. Scott down to Allo, and good defensive effort. I like the pressure that's coming from this Tennessee squad, trapping, especially with the ball going into the cornermost offensive possessions for the nation.
Good observation, Joel. 3-2 defense, and sometimes the weakness of a 3-2 will be found, you know, in the corners, but they're doing a good job of being able to cover that up.
Ryan Howard started the break with the steal, finishes the break with the layup off the Massengill dime.
Ryan Howard's really coming into her own here at the Tipoff Classic. Multiple good games from her.
Yeah, she has played well. I think that's the one thing I like most about this Tennessee squad here in front of us. Their length, long, deflective, active defensively, and now, as you mentioned, here they are in that 3-2 zone. Jones with it with the left-hand dribble, swings it over here to Scott. Elizabeth Scott being worked on by Hunt. She dumps it down to Allo, kicks it back out to Jones. Jones swings it over. A long three, Green is no good. Rebound comes down to Balogun. Balogun now gonna walk it into the forecourt, under 2 minutes and an 8-point lead. Gonna try to push the lead out to double digits now. Esau on the roll. Up, no, she got fouled and was upset that she didn't finish it. She'll get 2 at the free throw line with 1:41 remaining.
Good action right there by the Xtreme. Side pick and roll action. Doing a good job of getting the defense to lean one way, and Esau rolls right to the rim and draws a foul. Can't get her first free throw to go, but I like the size, I like the footwork, the activity that we're seeing from Juliet Esau.
Esau first free throw is no good. She'll get one more. Joel Hilsman, Jonathan Hemingway, glad that you're with us. Second free throw is no good. PSB Tip-Off Classic, and the nation gets the rebound, and they call a timeout with 1:39 to go. Up 8 right here, SUVtv. Out of the timeout, back at the Swanee Sports Academy in Swanee, Georgia. Joel Hilsman, Jonathan Hemingway. 90 seconds left here in this first half. It is an 8-point game as the Tennessee Xtreme lead the nation 30-22. And we're going to have a jump ball call, and it will go to the Xtreme with 1:20 to go. So here's Ron Howard. Something I've also noticed today, I noticed it on Friday during the exhibition portion, but today more so than not, Ron Howard is handling the ball a lot more with Massengill on the bench.
Good point. And when you look at all three of those guards, Howard, Massengill, Blagman, you know, all three are kind of interchangeable. You know, they can all handle some. They can all play the wing, score. And the versatility both offensively and defensively.
With Nia Green. Green's pass is a turnover out of bounds for Nia Green. You mentioned the size. Just want to let everyone know Elizabeth Scott comes in at 6. Nia Green is at 6'1". Sydney Hardeman 5'10". Allo plays bigger than her 5'11". So size up and down the lineup, even at the guard spot in Kennedy Tucker, she's 5'10" out of Central High. Under a minute, 52 and 3/10 seconds left here in the first half. Howard will inbound it and gives it over to Bagley. Bagley now back to Howard. Esau wants to come and give her the screen. Esau takes it and swings it on his left side. Balligan has it on the wing. Kelsey High has checked into the game briefly here in the final minute for the Xtreme. High has it over there on the left wing. Good defensive pressure picked out by Maria Jones. Under 30 seconds now. Looking to run the offense. Here comes the screen. Swing it down in this corner, and there's Baglian. Baglian going to spin and go all the way to the hoop. Up, no, got fouled. Foul from behind. Think the foul is going to be on Sydney Hardeman.
That was good offensive patience right there by the Xtreme. They ran their set, they didn't get it, then they brought it back out, ran a horn set, and they were able to get an ISO look for Blagnum on the wing. And then she was able to use her skill set to be able to get the defender on her rear end and draws a foul. Good looking jumper. That's an area that she has improved. Been watching her play for over a year now, and you know the question marks that we might have had about her outside jumper, she's erasing.
Green with the jumper, no good in the final moments of the first half. Shot is up in there, good by Hardeman with 2 with 1, and a long 3 by Howard. It is no good. It is an 8-point margin at the half. It is the Tennessee Xtreme leading 32-24 over the Nation. Second half action coming up next right here on SUV. napkin over there. Appreciate it.
Two shots. Two shots. She didn't bring it back down. That's two shots. Ooh, that was two shots. She didn't bring it back down no more. Well, you know how the referee do it, man. She didn't bring the ball back down. That should have been an easy call.
Coming up on a minute gone by here in the second half, 34-24, and the shot is no good. The Xtreme leading the nation, the Xtreme moving right to left. Joe Hillsman glad. 4 minutes gone by here in this second half, 38-26. The Tennessee Xtreme and the nation. PSB Tip-Off Classic Championship Sunday continues right here. Joel Hillsman joined by Chris Watkins. Brandon Clay has stopped by. Jonathan Hemingway has also stopped by. And the slew of coaches underneath the basket who have been here throughout. The Xtreme will inbound it back. Here's Balagon. Balagon going to hold it and go over to Howard. Howard now to White. White goes down to Bardiva. Bardiva in the paint. She kicks it back out. There's a three by Ryan Howard. Front iron, no. Rebound goes back up, no. Foul. Balagon will be going to the free throw line. Balagon has lived at the free throw line. Elizabeth Balagon makes the first free throw. 9 points she scored of her 14 from the free throw line. 39-26, and the second free throw is up and in good. So they push the lead out now to 14 on the nation. And here's Maria Green walking into the forecourt, left-hand dribble, picked up by Howard. She goes down the left side. Hardiman now back over to Jones. Jones now back to Hardiman. Good defensive footwork there by Howard to cut off. Working on that zone defense. Hardiman swings it down. Elizabeth Scott is in that left corner again. Scott back out to the top to Jones. They swing it around. Here's Nia Green. Green goes behind the back. Now going to drive, kick it over to the left. Is Hardiman. Long possession here now from the nation. They dump it down inside. Layup, Scott, good.
Great job by the nation there, being patient against the zone, not forcing up a shot, and you get a great shot right there at the rim for an easy two. 9
points for Elizabeth Scott. Rachel Sander is checked into the game as well for the Xtreme, who are in black. Howard wanted to step into the three. It wasn't there. Gives it over to White. Now back to Howard. Howard puts it on the floor, goes to Bardiva. Bardiva holding, looking, and now pumping, and now swinging over to Rachel Sander. Sander into Bardiva. Bardiva, foul line jumper, no good. Off the hill of the rim, rebound falls into White's hands. Got it deflected partially by Alloy. Alloy gives it over to Jones, and here come the nation back this way, left to right. Green lost it, so they're going to kick it up. Howard gives it to Balagon. Balagon on the break off the glass and in. He is filling it up today, I tell you. 42-28 now. Here is Nia Green. Green with a crossover going down the lane, and she was fouled. Nia Green, 6'1", Allen High School in Allen, Texas.
You know, one of the things that Green has that natural handle that you can't really teach that. Obviously, you get in the gym to work on that, but it just comes natural to her. It's going to be an exciting player to watch over the next 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, it is going to be exciting to watch her. I mentioned has nice size, can put the ball on the floor. Has not fielded up today, only with 2 points. Tucker. And on cue, Green with the three-pointer.
you know, one of the things that her handle allows her to do, it allows her to break down the defense and become a distributor. So sometimes she doesn't score as much as she can, but she can really shoot the ball really well. Saw her hit a number of threes the other night over at Duluth High School. And you see her there. Hopefully she can look to get going here in the second half, and the Nation can cut this lead down.
Working it around the perimeter, here's Massengale. Massengale feeds it down low to Sander. Sander got a shot blocked out of there by Allo. Recovered by Ryan Howard. Bardiva holding. Bardiva puts it on the floor. Bardiva, we talked about her story with Kyle Moore, the international director, on the U.S. Russian team and still adjusting to life here in the United States, but she's found a pretty good travel ball club right now. Here comes Green. Green with the left-hand dribble. She was pushing off, and it will be a foul defensively on the Xtreme, so side out of bounds for the Nation. Amber Hunt and Juliet Esau come in, and Sander and Bardiva go out, and Coach Hunt greets them with high fives. Under 9 minutes to go. Green now kicks it back. They bend it around the horn. Kennedy all the way to Jones. Jones tried to get it down there to Alloy, taken away by Hunt. Bad pass. Yeah, here comes Massengale. Massengale in transition with the left-hand dribble. Now kicks it back out to Howard. Howard now over to Massengale. Massengale dumps it down back door. There's Esau. The pass was just a little late. A turnover from Rachel Hunt. Ball was deflected on that far side, and Green will inbound it for the Nation. Green to Tucker. And now, wait, they may have, okay, substitution now. White will go out, and Ballygun will come back in, Elizabeth Ballygun. Green holds on the left wing. Good defensive footwork there by Howard. Very impressed with her defense and got the size and the length. Here's a long topside three. Hardiman, no good. Rebound to Green. Green got the shot blocked by Ballygun. Elizabeth Ballygun been all over the place. There, here comes Massengale. Jazz Massengale up ahead to Hunt. Hunt to Esau. Layup good. Juliet Esau with her second field goal. She's got 4 in the contest. We're under 8 minutes in a 13-point ball game. The Xtreme leading 44-31. Long three, Kennedy, no good. Scott, tip, fight, and a foul down below. Fighting hard for it, but it'll be a foul. And Elizabeth Scott will go to the free throw line.
Nation's in a similar position as Georgia Hoop Stars were in our last broadcast. Down anywhere, it's going from 10 to 15. They need to make a run here in the next 3 or 4 minutes, under 4 minutes, get it around 8 points, and then you have a shot, and you got confidence going into that last stretch of the game.
Scott first free throw, no good. She'll get one more with 7:36 remaining. Elizabeth Scott second free throw, Living Right got the con roll there. She's got 10 in the contest. Xtreme working it around the horn. Esau kicks it now over to Massengale. Massengale swung it to Hunt. Now long cross-court skip pass. Howard was able to catch the high pass. Massengale into Hunt. Hunt dumps it off to Esau. No, Esau back up and in good. Esau sticking with it, but man, you gotta like how Amber Hunt and her passing today has been outstanding. Excuse me, I think I said Rachel a couple times. Amber Hunt has played well and good footwork. And a foul. There's Kennedy Tucker. And it will be substitution there is Timmy Alloy will come in. Elizabeth Scott will go out for the Nation. And Sonaria White will come in, and Ballygun will go out for the Xtreme. 46-32, 6:41 to go. long lead pass, and Green gets it before it goes into the backcourt. Nia Green, there's the ball handler you're talking about, low and driving, floater up, no. Alloy fought for the rebound, they're fighting for it, scrapping down there, and it'll be a jump ball right down there in front of all of the coaches.
You know, we'd be remiss if we didn't mention, you see one of the officials right there wearing number 10 on her back is actually former Naismith High School Player of the Year, Keisha Brown, played at Woodward Academy, went and started University of Georgia for 4 years, where she had a very extensive career overseas, is involved in a number of different basketball avenues here in the Metro Atlanta area now.
Yeah, I saw Keisha when I first walked in. We had our pickup run days back there at the University of Georgia and Ramsey. Skilled athlete, outstanding player, and had a pretty successful career in the WNBA as well. Now blowing the whistle.
Very much so. Keisha was actually playing at Woodward Academy when I was growing up. My father used to be the head coach at Woodward Academy on the boys' side while she was on the girls' side. There they had a 2-year stretch. I believe they went 60-0 there at Woodward when she was in high school.
Yeah, it was something impressive along that line, and she was a phenomenal player as well. Hemi and I talked about her earlier. She worked one of our earlier contests. 46-32, 6:29 to go. And it will be underneath the basket, will be inbounded. And the pass was tipped. Good job by Sonara White, getting her hand in the passing lane, deflecting that pass. Inbound back out to Hardiman now for the Nation. It's 6:25 to go. And a nice little run, a nice little push would be needed from the Nation. A long three by Hardiman, no good. Rebound, chase down, out of bounds, and it will go to the Tennessee Xtreme. Jazz Massengill comes up to Howard. Howard holds, now back out to Massengill. Massengill at the top with it, between the rings, swings it over to Esau. Esau holds it high, good cut by White. White goes down the lane, layup off the glass, no. Rebound skied in there by Nia Green. Nia has tried to be a little bit more aggressive here in this second half. We go under 6 minutes. Her pass was intercepted by Amber Hunt. Here's Massengill. Massengill surveying the floor, left hand dribble up ahead to Howard. Howard holds on the left wing. They swing it all the way on the right side with Sonara White and then working it around the perimeter. So Ryan Howard pulls a three. No good, off the hill of the rim, and a loose ball foul on the Xtreme, and it will come and be Nation basketball with 5:37 to go in a 14-point game.
Nation's had a really hard time getting in this zone and getting easy looks. They've done a lot here in this half of just settling for threes. And when that three's not falling, you got to find a way to get into the zone and then kick out for an easier look.
Long three by Green, no good. Bardiva back in, she grabbed the rebound. Massengill gets it up ahead. There's White. White now takes it and twirls back this way to Massengill. Now over to White, a long left-handed three. Air ball, no good. Rebound to Elizabeth Scott, who checked back in. Scott now trying to lead the break for the Nation. Kick it up ahead to Hardiman. Hardiman all the way, shot off the glass. No foul. Rebound going to come down around Howard of the Xtreme, and here she comes. Gives it to White. White lost it, and it's going to be taken away. The Nation defense in on it. Now we're going to have a jump ball call. Good fight and good effort. There was White, Sonara White, and Kennedy Tucker, and it will be Nation ball. Kennedy Tucker will walk it into the full court, crossing the timeline. Neither team has scored here in the last 2 or 3 minutes. Kick it back out to Kennedy Tucker. She'll set it up, but she's going to be picked up by Ryan Howard. Swing it over on the right side, puts it on the floor, now peels back. Looking at Tucker. Tucker to Hardiman. Hardiman tried to drive. Howard shot the passing lane, take it away. Off to the races. She's got 3-on-1 all the way. Howard, no. Bardiva chasing the play, scores. On the follow, Bardiva, her first field goal. Maria Bardiva.
Bardiva showing why you want your interior players to run the floor. I mean, that's an easy bucket there. And that play is made by her energy and effort to get up and down the floor. When you're a post player, interior player, your goal should be able to get at least 3 easy transition, whether it's transition putback, beat your defender up the floor. That's the easiest way to get yourself going as an inside player because you may not necessarily get the ball thrown into you all the time.
Underneath, it will be inbounded by the Nation and taken away by Bardiva. So a turnover there, and the Xtreme will come this way with Massengill going under 4 minutes. Massengill swings it on the left side. Value gun, and they'll just work it. Now they're looking at a zone defense. Howard holds, and they swing it back, playing catch around the perimeter at the moment. Rachel Sander is checked back in. Howard puts it on the floor, picked her dribble up. Now she gives it to Sander, who feeds to Bardiva. Bardiva back to the basket, sweeping left-hand hook, no good. Rebound comes down to Mariah Jones, and she'll try to come back and push it. 48-32, Jones. Jones gonna go all the way back behind the baseline, stepped out of bounds, a turnover, being very aggressive. Not in control and stepped on the end line. 3:23 to go. Massengill swings it on the left side to Baliugon. Baliugon out to Esau. Esau dumps it down low. There's Hunt. Hunt is back in to kick it back to Massengill. Massengill been very much a command of the game, has not forced anything. Hit her three-pointer earlier. She's only got 7, but has been in control of the game. Esau's shot is no good. Rebound comes down to Alloy. Jones, Denia Green. Green holds. Green attacks down the lane, lost it in the foul. Whistle comes in with 2:42 to go. Championship Sunday, PeachStateBasketball.com. Glad that you're with us. Joel Hilsman, Chris Watkins, Brandon Clay, Jonathan Hemingway, PSB Tip-Off Classic, the live period. And we're at the Swanee Sports Academy in Swanee, Georgia, Gwinnett County, northern metro suburb of Atlanta. And plenty more basketball coming your way today here on SUVtv. I know we're going to have the Michigan Storm. They'll be playing here in a little while. Look forward to seeing Jalissa Terry and what she's able to bring to the table for that Storm bunch. Green, free throw, good. Rattled around and then finally fell in there. 48-33. It's a 15-point game. Second free throw, no good. Rebound by Esau. Esau gets it over to Hunt. Hunt now to Howard. Howard into the full court, left-hand dribble. Howard gonna go all the way, stop, float it up. No, they tip and fight for it underneath the basket. It will be Nation basketball. The Nation in the white and the Tennessee Xtreme, they are in the black. Mariah Green will inbound it. Mariah Jones inbounds it to Nia Green, and Green will attack from the top. Right hand dribble, swings on the right side to Kennedy Tucker. 2:20 less than that now in this contest, which the Xtreme have led basically wire to wire. A turnover by the Nation. And Massengill will go out, and Kelsey High will check back in. Kelsey High, 5'5", out of Boyd Buchanan. Coming up on 2 minutes. And Howard crosses the timeline exactly with 2 minutes. There's Sanara White. White to Esau. Esau popped out high. There's that high-low action down there. Hunt scoring. Amber Hunt with her third field goal of the day. Tip defensively by Ron Howard. Used all that length. Hunt recovered it. There's a long pass up to Kelsey High. Kelsey gets it back to White. White now to Hunt. And Hunt holds it. Gets it in to Esau. Pass was deflected down low and stolen. Taken away. Here comes Kennedy Tucker leading the break. Tucker going to go all the way. Shot up, no good. It was contested well by Howard. They put it back up, no. On the offensive rebound, Scott up and in good. Finally got it to fall. Man, multiple chances, and got the second chance points.
Nation just hasn't been able to get over here the hump the last 8 minutes. We talked about the 8.5-minute mark. They need to be able to get a stop. They just haven't been able to get a stop on the other end of the floor.
Have not been able to get a stop, and it's a 15-point game. Tried to wind up making a little push, but it really wasn't that big a push, and Scott has really done her work. She's got 12 in the game to lead the nation, and Timmy Alloy, she has 9 as the next leading scorer. So 73 seconds to go, and more championship basketball coming up right here on SUVtv. Glad that you're with us. PeachStateBasketball.com, BrandonClayScouting.com, PSB Tip-Off Classic. Ryan Howard crosses the timeline. As we now have 1 minute, less than 1 minute to go here in this contest, a 15-point lead, and has been decided, it feels like, for quite some time. And Chris, you mentioned the 8-minute mark, just did not make that push and did not string enough hoops together and nor enough stops.
And a lot of that's a testament to what Tennessee Xtreme has done. They haven't been taking poor shots here this half. They've maintained their lead. You know, they haven't stalled, but I mean, they made sure they got a good shot.
Give it to Howard. Howard gonna go, attacks, now swings it over to the right. There's a long three by White, no good out of the right corner. They fight for the rebound. Good chase down by Alloy. Alloy up to Green. Green is gonna get it up to Hardiman. Hardiman should have an easy left-hand layup and does. Sydney Hardiman's first hoop of the game comes very late to cut it to 13, and that may be all she wrote. It's 50-37. The Tennessee Xtreme, his squad here, coached by Keisha Hunt, going to walk out of here with the championship and a 13-point victory. It's 50-37. The Tennessee Xtreme defeat the nation. More championship basketball right here coming up on SUVtv.